Hello everyone and welcome back to IMO Reviews. Today we are discussing Operation Fortune, directed by Guy Ritchie and starring Jason Statham, Josh Hartnett, Aubrey Plaza, Cary Elwes and Hugh Grant. A British spy must stop the sale of deadly weapons technology while being teamed up with an American film star to keep his cover. Right, let's rip the band-aid off, shall we? Believe it or not, I did quite like the cast, especially the likes of Cary Elwes. It was fun to see him again. It's been a while since I've seen him in a movie, but equally, it was fun to see him in a role like this. Everyone is fine, everyone is reliable, doing their job. Jason Statham is his usual reliable self in a usual hard man shtick routine. It's fine. It's perfectly serviceable, lacking charm and interest as I usually find with Jason Statham, but it does tick the box of tough British dude that it usually does. I actually thought Aubrey Plaza was really good in this movie. She shows some versatility to her acting abilities, and I thought she was quite an enjoyable character, as was Josh Hartnett, who honestly, I think I last saw him in 30 Days of Night. Where the hell has this guy been? But he was great. It was another unlikely performance from him, but I thought he did it very well, and he is constantly the one that is drawing your attention to him. The movie has some excellent set design and location choices. It is a very snazzy and stylish film, and it can be quite appealing in its grand style, tone, and atmosphere. I thought the story was fine. It's a very simplistic idea that is being stretched to its fullest potential, which I usually find to be the case with Guy Ritchie, and credit where it's due, he is quite good at doing that. It offered plenty of moments for the characters to shine, and there is just a general feeling and aura from the film that these actors are having a good time making this. But that's sadly where we've got to slam the handbrake on and get into the negatives. Oh God. Sadly, I'm repeating myself because it's the same old issue that I've had with Guy Ritchie for well over a decade now. And it's plain and simply that the man is a one-trick pony. It does not matter what material that you give to Guy Ritchie. His East End gangster fingerprints can't help but stain it. And he seems to make the same film over and over and over again with just a small change here and a small change there. I wasn't a fan of The Gentleman because it felt like I was watching a modernised Snatch 2.0 rather than watching something fresh, innovative, original. And I can definitely say the same thing applies to Operation Fortune as well. It's all very East End geezer, alright mate, sort me out fella, as it always is with Guy Ritchie. I mean, the man actually managed to turn King Arthur into a chav, for crying out loud, and it's just a bit exhausting at this point, and it's certainly not original anymore. With each new outing, it just feels like a rewrite of one of his much finer original pieces. And in regard to the film itself, well, I, for one, actually do not like this character that Guy Ritchie has invented for Hugh Grant. Didn't like the performance in The Gentleman, don't like it here. It's way too hammy, way too cheesy. It doesn't feel like a real human being. I certainly don't know anybody, nor have I met anybody who behaves like this absolute Bugs Bunny cartoon character that Hugh Grant is playing.
Very serious faces up here, aren't there?
I also don't think Bugsy Malone is a good actor. I'm just grateful that he is much more of a background character this time, and he doesn't stop the movie to deliver a rap video like he does in The Gentleman. What the fuck were they thinking? The plot it's nonsensical, to be brutally honest with you. I mean, literally from that synopsis that I read out to you, you can already see major problems and plot holes. And that's just the synopsis, so yeah, you might want to lower your bar and turn your brain off if you are going to go and see this one. I didn't find any of the characters to be likeable. They're not charming, and they're really not even that interesting either. They are exaggerated stereotypes or caricatures at times. I can never say that word properly. Caricatures? Caricatures. I can't say it. You know what one I mean. The funny drawings. And where I thought it might shine is in the dialogue. I thought Guy Ritchie might be able to make that snappy and jazz it up a little bit, but sadly, that's actually really lacking. It really wasn't funny. It really lacked wit. and it didn't have any quotability at all like he does in Lock, Stock or in Snatch. In fact, there were moments where I could tell what the next line was going to be in the joke because it was just that lazy and that predictable at times. Yeah, didn't even get a light chuckle out of me. The music is so bland and forgettable, I almost forgot to even notice the music. It's that forgettable. It's just routine, generic spy thriller music. There's nothing innovative or catchy about it whatsoever. And the action is fine. It's serviceable, I suppose. You've seen better, but you've also seen worse. For me, it's mostly in the editing. It can be a little choppy at times, and therefore it did break the illusion that this fight was really happening. So I'm going to give Operation Fortune a 4 out of 10. I liked it more than I liked The Gentleman. That's probably the biggest compliment I can give it, but I really didn't like The Gentleman, so it's sort of like saying it's a slightly less blocked toilet. But I did appreciate that some aspects did feel fresher than usual. With the likes of Josh Hartnett and Cary Elwes now stepping into the fold, I did think that they offered something new, and with the adoption of a more espionage spirit compared to the usual stuck-in-the-mud gangster routine. But sadly, that just doesn't stop the movie from being incredibly average. Give it a month and I will have forgotten this. I almost guarantee it. Thank you for watching this review. Please be sure to hit that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and please hit the comment section as well. Have you seen Operation Fortune? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you're not quite done with the mad ramblings of a ginger, you can always click on these suggested videos here and get yourself lost in an IMO wormhole. But if not, take care, and I look forward to seeing you on the next review.